This just happened, people. Look, it's very dangerous out there when it comes to kids, you know, outside playing or whatnot, riding the bikes. So this incident just happened recently. A 15-year-old kid driving his bike to school at 6 in the morning and some whatnot got hit by a black Dodge Charger.
Miles Farrago was known at school and at home as a loving, caring, talented teenager. Even strangers could tell he was kind.
He looked like such a sweet kid. And my heart really goes out to them.
Miles was riding his bike to Hudson Academy at around 6:30 Thursday morning. The 15-year-old was headed down Kitten Trail, less than a mile from the school, when a Dodge Charger hit him from behind. Florida Highway Patrol says the driver tried to avoid the collision, but didn't see Miles, who didn't have a light or a helmet.
And they saying the reason why the kid got hit and now is deceased because he was not wearing protective gear. Now everybody knows it's a rule of thumb now. There should be a rule in everybody's mind that everybody should, wear a helmet and reflective gear, reflectors, like whatever, in order to give the other person visibility that you're on the road. Thing is, I'm trying to figure out how is it that a Dodge Charger at 6 in the morning hits a child with a bike that's in front of him. The excuse is that there was no light, that it was dark. And I'm saying, well, how fast that black Dodge Charger was going, that he hit the kid and inflicted so much injury that the child died. So I'm saying, so okay, so the Dodge Charger also had his lights on, because it don't make no sense that a child have his gear and all that, and the other Dodge Charger, the person driving the Dodge Charger, don't have his lights on and he still can't see. So they're blaming mostly everything on this child because he didn't have his helmet, reflective gear, or a reflector on his bike. So I find that a little strange that the troopers failed to mention how fast this Dodge Charger was going, and that he had his lights at the time that he hit this child that caused him to die instantly, right? He must be going quick. Why are you going so fast to get to a place? No matter how fast you go, it's still going to take time for you to get there. The thing is that I find it puzzling that they say that the place was not lighted, it was dark. So you trying to tell me that the Dodge Charger was driving 60, 80 miles an hour with no lights, and say that the Charger tried to avoid the bike but still hit him. That means he seen them before, he actually hit him, because he says he tried to avoid him. That means the Charger did see him, but he still hit him. He must have been going too quick to stop, or else also he didn't have his lights on. So I think it's unfair to blame the child for not having lights or reflective. That's no excuse for you to cop out. If you caused the accident, admit it, but don't cop out, because then all the blame should be on you, because there's no reason for you to hit somebody in front of you. If you really had lights on, you have like maybe 10 to 15 feet in front of you to see with your headlights on. You mean to tell me that you didn't get to stop, or you didn't get to see him? The trooper said he tried to avoid it. That means he seen them and he still managed to hit the bicyclist. And now this 15-year-old child lost his life because the Dodge Charger was going too quick. And you know the reputation of these Dodge Chargers. They like to go quick. They like to show off. They like to ramp up their exhaust and compete with other motorists on the road. So I find it wrong and suspicious that the state troopers didn't give the information clear to the public. I think that Dodge Charger and the person driving should be investigated more thoroughly, Now, I'm not saying that he's responsible or he is, but you cannot cop out and blame it on a child just because he had his helmet just so you could get away from this incident, you should be liable for what you did, and don't try to cop out and things like that. I don't think the troopers really put out the right information to the public. So I would like to see the outcome, what's happening with this case, because I remember when I was driving state to state, I was on my truck and I was driving on the highway. But the thing is, I was using other people's light, but I didn't know. I was in, because I got in my car and I was driving, and a police trooper came behind me and flashed the lights on me. So I pulled to the side, and he told me the reason why I stopped you is because you didn't have no lights on. When I looked at my dashboard, the switch to the light was truly off. So the only time the trooper see me is when I was braking, so my back light will go on. But when I released it, my back brake will go off. So I will be ghost driving in the highway. So that's why I find it suspicious that about the Dodge Charger hitting that 15-year-old child in the bike and causing him severe injury that the bicyclist could die. It's no excuse to blame it on the child just because he didn't have no helmet, no reflective gear, or light on his bike. So you could hit him so hard that you could inflict so much damage that he can die. That's what I don't accept. So I would like to know the outcome and the opinions of the people to this incident. And people, you got to be careful out there with that. I'll let you go and you think about that.